Greetings. So, video games and loot boxes, the fact that most people find them detestable, but what if we could make this positive? What if we could make it a mathematical equation? This is OTR Ogre and Corgi. Like, link, and subscribe. Let's get into it. This is an idea I had the other day. I just thought about it. I was like, if you had a simple game like a card-playing game but online, and you paid a yearly subscription, and maybe a little extra here or there, but for the most part, just something where it's pretty cheap to play. And how people say free to play. Well, free to play is never free. They get your money some other way. Either you're watching ads or you're paying something. And this is where the loot boxes come in. Okay, let's be real about it. And most people find the loot boxes detestable for very, very good reasons. It's not a matter of how good you are at the game. How many people are just simply progressing and moving up the ranks because they just spent an ungodly amount of money. And this is like, gambling for children or, people that are just too addicted to the game. But what if we could change that mechanic of the loot box into something far better? Remember that mathematical line I said? What if the equation for the box, the lock for the box, was an equation? And you had a time limit. It doesn't have to just be mathematics. It could be a scientific question. It could be history. And, so many times out throughout the day, you get the option, or if you win in the arena, or you just however you go by it, even if you lose, you can still get options to move up forward, because otherwise people could just get sick of playing. But let's just say you answer the question to the box, and you get equivalent, let's say with a card game, with 3 packs or 4 packs, and the better the loot, the harder the lock. So you have multiple questions, so you got multiple choices, multiple options, and in this situation, if you're smarter, you move ahead in the game. And I know this is like a mechanic that most people, no one's going to go with that. Maybe not. But I just think it's funny because you could turn that same mechanic, instead of turning it into something to where it's like you've got to have a lot of capital in the real world, the more intellectual power you have, the better you would do in this game. And that's the game that will matter throughout the course of your life. The smarter you are, the better you're going to do. So anyways, that's what I'm thinking. OTR Ogre and Corgi out. Like, link, and subscribe.